Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Umbrella Fight. My name is Nathan, and today we're here to talk about the only thing that matters on this channel, and that's video games.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Video games.
First off, I want to start by saying welcome to the podcast for all of you joining. Thank you so much for being here. It's a great honor just for you guys to be in our audience. And I want you to remember three things while you watch this show. 1, you're awesome. 2, you're loved. And 3, what you do matters. Just keep those things in mind as you go throughout your day. We're here to create some positivity, talk about some video games. And today is a landmark day for the Umbrella Fight podcast. We have a game developer with us.
Let's go.
All right. So real quick, I'll just go ahead and introduce him before I switch on over to our footage here. Let me do the thing. Okay. Yeah. So our gentleman that's joining us today, his name is Eric. He is at the Matt Black Studios. All right. Let me click that button there. Beautiful. There's Eric's beautiful face.
Let's go.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Good. Yes, let's talk video games. Well, all right. Before we kick everything off, we just want to say thank you so much for Eric being here. He's it's late as hell over on the East Coast. Hell, it's late over here, but you know what? We're night owls, and we just sure appreciate him being on the podcast. So let's go ahead and start off with our newest thing that we're going to be doing up front, the Collective Quench. Boom. Uh-oh. Hang on. What is production? There it is. You got to be kidding me. I'll get this transition done. There it is. There's our Collective Quench. All right, so let's all say it together. Actually, I'm the only one who's going to say it because I'm the only one who knows it. Umbrella Fight, our circle tight. We shine together in the night with laughter loud and spirits in sync. Raise every glass, and now we drink.
Let's go. Hail, hydrate.
Hail, hydrate, indeed. All righty. So let's kick everything off. Eric, how you doing today, man? Welcome. All right.
That's
I'd love
awesome.
to hear that, you know. So Eric is with the Matt Black Studio, as you can see below his name here on the screen. If you guys are watching, if you're listening to it, the Matt Black, that's Matte. Ironically, Eric's name is not Matt Black, which he had to clue me in on that. And I was hoping, I'm not gonna lie, Eric, I was hoping your name was Matt Black, because that would just be like a dad joke, right, built right into the name, you know. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll happen.
People saying that they can't hear Eric. I'm sorry, not Matt.
Oh no, that's no good.
Yeah, there we go.
Eric, go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
Hello, testing.
I'm telling you guys, the last 10 minutes of production time, like the ramp up, is always difficult. Yeah, give the man his voice, Eric.
Hello, testing.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
I think we've
Nice.
got
But
it.
that's our big hiccup. We've gotten
We're
over
on
that
the other
barrel.
side of it.
We've gone and crossed that bridge, so we
Hell
don't
yeah.
have to worry about that anymore. Everything is going to be smooth as butter after that.
If any one of the Lucid crews here, like, it's literally not anything Matt Black related or Lucid related if there's not an audio issue. Like,
No, it's not an audio issue.
Nice.
It's definitely this guy right here for sure. So anyway, I don't want to talk about production anymore. What I want to talk about is the Matt Black Studios' upcoming game, Lucid.
Yay.
Yeah.
So I've had the pleasure, and I know John and Devin, actually right before the show, I couldn't find John. And I was like, man, I haven't seen him on Discord. He hasn't responded to my text. And so I rang him up on the phone. And actually, John, the first call I made to you didn't go through. It went instantly to voicemail. And I thought, no, he took a nap and
He's dead.
it's dead. But yeah. So anyway, he picked up and he goes, "Oh, bro, I'm so sorry. I was locked in on this Lucid boss fight."
Yes, I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I got to the like the first boss, and this was like I think when Nathan called, I was like this close to killing him. Like he had this much left on his.
That hurts my heart.
No, it's okay. Like I died, and then I like looked down and saw my phone was ringing.
Snap back to reality.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, like I have things to do.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, what better compliment than like I was zoned in and in the flow state?
Dude, he was pissing me off, dude, because like all of like the bombs falling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta move.
Yeah, he's a
But
stink. Yeah.
no, that's a good first boss. Like
Was a
Oh,
good
hell
first boss. Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed that, and I will beat him after we finish here.
Oh, you
Like I
got
still have
this.
the game running. Like I'm just gonna jump right back in when we're done.
Hell yeah, dude, and
Yep.
you've got like, well, it's so hard for me to judge. Like everyone asks, like, how long is it? I'm like, I don't know. How bad are you, or how good are you? But on average, it's about like a 2.5, 3 hour demo. So you got some.
Oh wow.
I have
Got some demo.
content.
That's whoa. Okay, so I admittedly played a little less than I would have liked. Lots going on, this, that, and the other. No excuses. Should have played more. But the
yeah.
moment to moment that I had with Lucid was phenomenal. I was having a really good time. The movement feels good. It's tight. It's fast. Some of the stuff really reminded me a lot of Hollow Knight. And I have a feeling that's something that you were looking to go for on because the way it controlled in the air, you can kind of move Owen around really easily. And yeah, man, it was fantastic.
Yeah. I love of tight, responsive controls. Like I would say the biggest influences for Lucid would be like Super Metroid, Mega Man X, big Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero, Legend of Zelda,
Hell yeah.
Link to the Past, and then the modern classics would probably be like Hollow Knight and Celeste for sure.
Definitely. It has, I gotta say, it has such a unique vibe. And if you guys are watching the podcast now, I've got some B-roll footage rolling in the background. This is me being awful at the demo. And you'll see some of the later stuff that I cut through in here. And man, the look of it, it has its own style.
Shooting the
and I
little
really,
crystal.
really like it.
Oh, cool. Like
Thanks,
the
man.
controls feel so nice, by the way. Like
Yes.
I had my brother come in like just randomly, and I was like, dude, like play this like demo for a little bit for me. And like he started playing it, and like I see him just like do this and like watch the little character like move. And like the first thing he noticed was like, yo, these controls are smooth. Like on just like on first sit down and like getting in there.
Dude, that is so nice to hear. You have no idea how long I like.
Look at me trying my damnedest to that wall right there. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I
love
gotta
it.
share that out with you guys. Let me do this. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, thanks, man. That's awesome. Like tight. I mean, like controls. I've been saying like for any kind of platformer, like if you don't have really fun movement, you're like leaving so much money on the table game dev wise, because like you're moving all around and all the time, and if it's clunky or boring and frustrating, you're like, you're not doing it right, in my opinion. But
Yeah, that's one of the catchphrases that we always have with each other is a game has to feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, you're missing so much out of the game. I mean, unless you're playing like a story game or something, right, where you're just clicking the Xbox. But I mean, in most games, now you've got all the movements, you've got everything that's going into the action of the game. We're big Dark Souls or Souls-like style gameplay as well, and those games have just mastered that like that fantasy 3D like. The combat is just next to none, and everyone wants to copy it because it's just been so good.
It created an entire genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Like it defined
we call it
a
Souls-like for a reason. It has made such a footprint on the gaming industry. Even Demon Souls and Dark Souls, those first two entries in the series. Man, I owned a PS3 and played Demon Souls right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Holy moly, that game is awful. Like by today's standards.
Oh God, I mean, yeah, we've come a long way. I just know we're gonna get along swimmingly. FromSoft is probably, I think it's like my favorite developer. Like with that.
Shout outs to FromSoft.
Shout outs,
bro.
Yeah. I've borrowed and stole so many just like design philosophies, and when I get the inevitable like, is there an easy mode? I just like think of that meme that like pathetic. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe in like diegetic difficulty. Like I posted on Reddit a few fucking weeks ago about like a diegetic easy mode, and I put in quotes. You will not
Mm.
believe the comments that they couldn't wrap their head around. Like, well, is it an easy mode? I'm like, no. It's something that helps you, and it's like kind of like easy mode, but it's not really an easy mode. Like, well, you should call it easy mode. I'm like, ugh. I was pulling my hair out. But
No
yeah.
doubt. That's something I think we talked about last podcast. Was that there's a lot of frustration around Silksong, and I've kind of beat this to death on the last 3 podcasts, really. But there's a lot of headache around Silksong because of the large audience. You have a certain percentage of the audience that's kind of new to that demanding kind of platformer, and we live in a world where video games are easy as balls right now. Like most games you pick up, take Horizon Zero Dawn. I love the artwork. I wish Aloy would shut the hell up every now and then, but let's be real. It looks cool. It's a cool world, but frankly, the game's easy. Like you can make it super duper easy, and
guys,
and that's okay.
Don't think. No one wants you to be challenged and think anymore.
Well, I think when the game can play itself,
No,
that's what
you just have
for.
to pull to the right and hit A a few times, and then you get to see a story, because you want to watch an interactive movie is what you really want to do. That's what video games have become.
This guy gets it. Oh my God, you get it.
Oh, bro, it's so frustrating. But yeah. Lucid.
I love that. It sounds like you guys have stuck to your guns with Lucid quite a bit as far as difficulty is concerned. You make the game that you want to make, and there wasn't a setting on damage you take or anything. You get in and do your stuff, and if you suck, you suck.
I believe in universal experiences. You can't have an easier, like if I want to climb a mountain, there's no easy mode to it. It's a completely different experience. I was talking with my fiance the other day. She's like, sometimes you just got to push through, persevere, get to the top. Even when it sucks, you just got to push, figure it out. I can do this, get to the top. I'm like, and driving to the top would be a completely different experience. She's like, oh yeah, that's not climbing a mountain. I'm like, yeah, it's a different experience, and I want a universal shared experience. But
I
love
the
that.
same turmoils, and I think that provides like a common ground for people to enjoy your game, or at least discuss your game, right? Even if they're all frustrated, at least they're all frustrated together at something.
You know, this communal thing.
Yeah. There's like a universal experience that I think I was an old WoW player, and like so old school WoW stuff is really interesting to me, and the new WoW is just such a different experience, and it's kind of encapsulated almost. You can play it solo essentially now. And but what I loved about the vanilla WoW experience is that universal, hey, you finally got to level 40 and you don't have to walk on your feet everywhere. You finally got your mount to travel the world. And everyone who played old school WoW knows the feeling of hitting level 40. You saved up your gold and you finally bought your mount. And it's those experiences that I think having that, like you said, universal experience kind of brings the gaming community together in whatever game they're playing.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, I forget the term, but like bonding in the trenches. There's
trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's something true there.
Absolutely. So my introduction to the Souls series was Bloodborne, and a buddy of mine, he was trying. I bounced off of Dark Souls 2, 3, not 3. No, anyway, long story short, I bounced off of it quite a bit, and he goes, "No, you can do this. Yes. I've done it before." And we locked, we synced up, and I was like, I can. And I persevered, and 80 hours later, I finished Bloodborne for the first time. And it kind of brought me and him a little bit closer in a way, because he understood exactly what I was going through, and I knew that he understood what I was going through. So trauma bonding is real, guys. It's so real.
100% real.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. It's like, this game's the worst game in the world, and then you overcome it, and you're like, this is the best game that's ever existed, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's funny. Somebody mentioned on Twitter the other day, they were like, well, my comfort game is a Souls-like now. It's not just going to play in something that's easy. It's straight up the hardest game that you can possibly play, because they got good.
FromSoft ruined me. Like my favorite FromSoft, it's maybe hot take. I don't know, but it's Sekiro. Like
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
a hot.
Sekiro.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a little bit of a hot take.
I totally get it. Like I just
Most
love.
unique. It's the most unique out of the line.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's just the combat so tight. It's like this beautifully like little gem. It's like speaking of like universal experiences, I really love that there's no leveling up to make it easier. Like you have to figure it out.
Yeah, I have to use the environment.
Yeah. So I know it's my favorite one. I love it. I love it. Love it. And then
It's amazing.
That's such a
I
good
think
game.
then maybe Elden Ring, Bloodborne is maybe like it does this. I can't figure it out, but love them, love them, love them.
Dude, yeah. So let's I want to bring it back a little bit to Lucid. I'm so
Oh yeah,
curious.
right.
There is a game to talk about. Honestly, we could go on a tangent, and once we're done getting through Lucid, if you want to talk about anything else, friend, you're welcome to stay on the podcast the whole time. Your vibe is fire. Anyway, so Lucid, where man, I don't even know where to start. Like, because I do want to start at the beginning. What was the genesis of either the game or your team, or was it both? Like, where's the starting point for the Lucid story?
Oh my god, dude. So it's a long story. I'm gonna do my
Go for it.
most succinct version. I was an architect in the city, New York City, for a long time, for about 10 years, and at some point around 2013, 2014, I picked up Game Maker, and I was just like fucking around in Game Maker, and I started making Lucid, and it was just this really simplistic platformy thing. It was like nothing crazy. I was learning how to move a character around. Fast forward some time, I was starting to like figure it out. The game was coming together, and then around 2018, I took a break because it was overtaking my life. This is all I could think about. So I was like, I need to like focus on my job. So I stopped. I'm like miserable at my job, and we move. COVID happens 2020, and we're walking the dog, and Una, my fiance, is like, you should make Lucid again. And I'm like, are you sure? It consumed my life, and nobody wanted to be around me. And she's like, we're so happy, you need to do it. I was like so depressed. I'm like, okay. So I also wanted to learn Unity at the time. I was like, I would like to learn Unity. So I rebuilt it in a new engine and learned Unity, and all of a sudden I made this room, and I made this door that you had to hit all these nodes for the door to open. And then I'm like, wait, if I like put these nodes, and then I was basically making a break the targets in Smash Brothers course.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like doing that for like 2 hours, like seeing how fast I could do it over and over and over again. And all of a sudden it was just like a light bulb. I'm like, this is the game. This is the fucking game. And then I just ran with that. And then, years went by and we're here. So yeah.
Man, that's awesome. So you went from an architect, like a completely, well, I wouldn't say completely unrelated, because an architect, in that field, I imagine you're getting down to the nitty gritty. You got to look at details. You got to make sure that the things that you're building are structurally sound, which is very much in line with what goes on behind the scenes in a video game. The Unity engine, Godot, even. I tried my hand at Godot for a little bit, and I put together like a little platformer. Holy moly. It's a gargantuan task just putting something like that together.
Yeah. There's so many more things you'd think about. Like there's so many more things you would never think, like Coyote Time and all the buzzwords. But
oh, I love Coyote Time. Silksong has such good Coyote Time.
Yeah. But it gets crazy. It's not just like even just figuring out like, all right, what kind of physics do I want? Do I want raycasted physics, or do I want like physics? It's awesome. I love it. I love it. But I was an architect, and there's a lot of transferable skills without a doubt. Like it was too many to count. So I kind of had a leg up. So when people ask me like, do you regret doing architecture? It's hard for me to say I do, because without it, I don't think I could have. There's no way I could have even come close to making anything what I've made so far. Yeah, I would be lost, but
You found it.
Yeah,
you found the pathway for yourself, it sounds like.
Yeah, well, I feel like I was given it from my the missus Una. Like without her support, I would
Our greatest
still.
inspirations, all of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 She's the engine behind this. She doesn't get enough credit, but yeah. Without her, there's no Lucid.
I love that. So
Shout out to that, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, most deaf.
Mhm.
So then, your team. How many people do you have on your team now? Is it 2 others, 3 others, more?
Uh, it's primarily it's been me for the longest of times, but then I was able to form a team, but like kind of like contracty. Will be like, hey, can you do this? And then
Like a hodgepodge sort of way.
hodgepodge. But I found a buddy. They all were friends. Everyone like became friends. Like I want to be before I work with somebody, I want to be know if I can be friends with them. So
Of course.
I found a friend who does audio. I found a friend who does like really in-depth architectural coding that's just way beyond me. And it's hard to say. No one's full time, but I've had, let's see, Mason. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to
Shout out to Mason.
Carl.
And Carl.
Shout out to Vitor. Oh, music. Oh my God, you guys, the music.
Music is peak.
Yes, dude.
Yes,
I really like the
is
music.
peak. It fits the aesthetic so well.
Oh, thank you. Music's. I grew up loving music. I half of the reason the whole Lucid thing became like I played guitar and I love learning really fast riffs, and it's just kind of like playing it over and over and over again. And I found a parallel with like learning a route over and over and over again. But
Okay.
so the music is done by Una. She's been making a bunch of the music. My friend.
That's so cool. Mind
Oh, yeah.
blown.
Lore.
Yeah, we used to make
Shout outs to Una.
we used to make music together, but then work and careers. But then she still does way more music than I do these days, and she's been making tons of tunes. My buddy Andrew Black, he does a lot more of the synthier kind of atmospheric stuff. And then I don't know if you've ever heard of a guy. He goes by David Wise of Donkey Kong Country fame.
Yes. Absolutely, I know who that is.
He has lent his talents, and he's done about 4 tracks, and he is. When they say don't meet your heroes, meet your heroes. David Wise is the coolest motherfucker around. Love that guy.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I know I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? If I missed your name, I'm very sorry. It's late and I'm stupid. But yeah, it's I would say it's harder. What is a solo dev? I don't know anymore, but I definitely have people helping.
Just the way the internet functions and the way that the pieces of the puzzle that come together for a game, they're so like vast. It's almost impossible to be a straight up solo dev.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been kind of lurking around and seen Schedule 1 at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Schedule 1 is born out of the developers need to have a drug dealing game, and it's rudimentary, but it's not at the same time. There's a lot of complexity and automation that goes into it, but it's straight up just him. And
that's wild.
Man, watching this thing kind of evolve in real time and watching the Discord, like he's actively trying to find other developers now because it's gotten so huge. And I can only imagine the amount of work that goes into just something like, putting a little town together. And yep, Natalie, and shout outs to Natalie. That's my sister. Schedule 1 slaps, she says. But yeah, so yeah, sounds like it's been primarily you, but also you are, you're not too proud to lean on the talents of others and look at it. It's given you a pathway to meet one of your heroes, David Wise himself.
Yeah, that was completely wild. Like I started, way back. I had like YouTube playlist of just like sticker percentage, aquatic ambience, jungle jay, like all his stuff.
I was listening to Aquatic Ambience yesterday. It's so
good. And I would just put that on and I'd work. And then, years later, someone was like, I think I can get a meeting. And I was like, no, you can't. And they're like, and then there was like touch and go. And then all of a sudden I get an email and it's like, hey, I'm David Wise. I was like, what the fuck? Mind
blowing. Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to talk real quick about this. I know I don't mean to be derisive with this, but it's a marketing term. Celesteoid Vania.
Yeah.
The world's first Celestoid Mania. That caught me off guard, and I love it because
That's what's up.
it's so accurate. Because this
Yeah.
game does play in that sort of vein. It's got, the air dashing, but then the bouncing and the hanging on the walls, the little ledge grabs, like all of those little components come together. How did you come up with that one? Did you just kind of cram it together and think it was funny one day?
Yes. I
Yeah.
was I was at
All right,
PAX.
next question.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just kidding. I'm just
Yes.
kidding.
I was at PAX East. I was at a PAX, and I was about to go into an interview, and they're like, "How would you describe it?" I'm like, "It's like a Celeste meets Super Metroid, Metroidvania. It's like a Celestoidvania." And then the PR guy went, I'm like, "Hmm?" And they're like, "Okay."
That's good.
Yeah, it's been divisive for sure. Some people are like, "That's dumb, and you should feel dumb," and I'm like, "Okay, fair." And then some people, ones that like to use both sides of their brain, they're like, "That's awesome." Get over-
Yeah, so Gnome at Home in the chat says that's the whole reason that they backed it
No!
was because Celeste, and then says I'm a diehard Celeste fan, and that caught my attention. Absolutely, Celeste is chef's
Oh,
kiss. It's so well done.
chef's kiss. Shout out to Gnome. Gnome's a homie. We love Home. He's part of the Lucid Discord. He's a great speed runner, a good
Oh,
pal,
awesome.
and yeah, he's helped out a whole bunch with like I don't know content and just being cool. So I know.
He's number 4 on your leaderboard right now.
Yeah.
Bro,
Nice.
number 4 in the Lucids.
Nice.
I gotta
Shout
say,
outs.
when I jumped in and started playing the game, I did quickly find that it really does give you that gratification when you start moving fast. Like the game it feels good when you're moving, like when you're kind of figuring it out, but then you start catching on. You're like, okay, no, you designed this to keep you moving and keep you moving very swiftly.
Yes.
You could feel it coming right out of the gate. Like I definitely caught on. I think really fast. I think that was done really well.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I used the phrase. I'm pretty sure a Nintendo person said this, but the easy to pick up, rewarding to master kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
And that was like I wanted it to be because my what's the asthma test? Whatever. My a test for how difficult this should be is I would hand it to Una, who never grew up playing games. She's never owned a console. I think she played The Sims a lot. And I give it to her. I'm like, if you can do this, anybody can do this. And so like I have like 2 paces. I'll let her play and like see how someone slow plays, and then I'll give it to a Carl who's like does a lot of helping with coding, and he's been a real gem, and he's much faster. So I have like a lot of skill levels to help test. So really helpful.
Yeah, no,
Gotta be
definitely
for the
definitely
best.
felt
Yeah. Yeah, because with a game like this, the way you design it, it seems inviting for both types of players. The starter outers, it's got a good onboarding. It explains itself really well.
That was one thing I noted down was the onboarding felt really good.
Like,
Like getting into like I had like my iPad as I was
sick.
like playing, and I was just like noting stuff down. And
Oh,
like
sick.
not to cut you off, Nathan, but I'm just really happy you said that.
No, go ahead.
I was
I'm
like,
Gabby. I'm a chatty Cathy, so
I was
please
like,
cut me
bro,
off
like
if you have something to say.
onboarding was so like have you seen, I don't know if you've seen this meme of like this guy playing Cuphead, and like the instructions are on the screen, and he's like trying to like get up on like this thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
I
What
know
you're
which one you're talking
He's
about
like a
for
gaming
sure.
journalist, and he's like,
Yeah.
anyway, like you guys literally didn't have it written on the wall. You know what I mean? Like
I
in
refuse.
Cuphead. But like you can figure it out. Like it's pretty, like use your brain, like use both sides, like you said earlier. And like even just like the little characters that I'm talking to, like I hope I'm saying his name right, but Hole.
That's exactly right.
Okay, sweet. But like his laugh, like his like
Oh,
I'm, like,
yes.
saying, like okay, like now I need to go do this thing. And like it was a fun onboarding. Like
Dude,
it was a lot of fun. Like that was a
you've
great
just
thing.
made my night. I was speaking at like Reddit, man, Reddit guys. I don't know if you know about Reddit.
Yeah,
The cesspool that is
Reddit.
Reddit's gonna Reddit.
Mm.
I had a
Straight up.
comment. Yeah, I had a comment that was maybe this big, and it was how the onboarding was bad. it was bad. And I was like, hey man, everyone, you're allowed to totally. It's your opinion, your experience, totally fine. Um, I tried to explain like there's nice ways to do this, but I then like said like I know this is your experience, but this is a public forum, so I don't want this to mislead anyone reading this. And I just posted someone else's comment saying something akin to what you've mentioned, John, like that liked it, and
Yeah.
this is someone else's opinion for anyone else who's reading this. And luckily, they kind of came around or a little cooled down, but yeah, it's so interesting how people interact with the same thing so differently and
Oh,
trying the
dude.
bigger the audience, the harder. So I just learned to just like do what feels right and just
Mm.
you got to stick to your guns.
No,
Yeah.
well, I think you guys did a great job because I mean, it just feels cool, like the attunement thing where like he's like, "Roar," and like he like brings it like that's
Dude,
so, like
yeah.
like
Yeah,
even
that
just like
animation is peak
the
for sure.
little
Yeah.
motions that he does, like is just so cool. Like even
Thanks,
the little
man.
like. So I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan, but like there's like the Sandevistan effect when he like does the dash is
Uh-huh.
so sick. Just wanted to say that. Like I love that so much.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, the little shadow clone trail.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
You can't have a dash without a shadow clone trail.
No, no, you
No.
gotta have it.
It's funny you said cyberpunk. I also love cyberpunk, but also like the genre cyberpunk. But they were asking what's the world like, and I've been calling it like crystal punk, where it's like
Mm,
Ooh.
steampunk, but everything's crystals, but also a little bit. I, yeah, I don't know.
I see it. No, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good term for it. I like it. I have a thing I noticed, but I'm not sure if you've heard it before. So I'm going to throw this out there, and this is not shade in any way. So I looked at the cover art for Lucid,
Oh,
how
here
it
it
was
comes.
drawn.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm about to say, don't you? It's Avatar with a fur coat.
Okay, first of all, yes. I wear,
Which
I
I
wear.
love. I love Avatar. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I do
shout out
too.
to Aang.
I mean, well, I'll do you one further, my friend. Hall is just Master Roshi and Uncle Iroh.
No
Like,
way.
oh yeah,
Perfect.
oh yeah.
That's
Yes.
exactly what it is.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it,
God.
I love Avatar. So yeah, Lucid is just a love letter to all the things I love, and it's so fun talking to friends like this because everyone, if you haven't seen it all, you've seen a lot of it, and you're like, this reminds me of this. I'm like, it's because it is that. Oh, that's sick. I know I'm cheating. I know I'm cheating, but
I love that you just wear the influence on your sleeve like that. There's not a lot of games that have the balls to do it, because if you do it and do it right, it looks good. You know,
I try. I just want it to look cool, feel cool, and be fun. Yeah, I just want it to be fun.
Mm.
Like I guess the classic like I wanted to play a game that didn't exist, so I wanted to make it, and yeah, it's just all the things I love, and luckily other people also love the stuff. So yeah,
comes in handy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of a sentiment I've seen echoed. I follow a lot of game developers on Twitter, and I've seen that sentiment echoed. Like, well, this game didn't exist. Well, or it existed, but I wanted to do X, Y, or Z to go along with it,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't there. So I learned to make games.
Yeah.
And are you familiar with a guy on YouTube? His name is Blargus. His channel. He's the developer for a game called Blood Thief.
No.
Well, Blood Thief is basically a love letter to speed type games, one hit kills, Hotline Miami, but in the Quake universe. Yeah, if you can mash those two things together, then you've got Blood Thief. And I watched a lot of his devlogs on YouTube that were just like, well, I wanted to make a game, and then I found stuff that felt cool, and I liked this from that game, and I mashed them together.
Yep.
And then such as Blood Thief. It's out I think it might be out now, as a matter of fact. So shout out to Blood Thief.
I gotta check that out. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I mean,
Yeah, they've got like leaderboards and all kinds of stuff. If I had some footage for it, I'd play it for you right now. But this Lucid footage just looks too badass. Well, something I loved about it is that it's so colorful. A lot of games lean into the drab. Like if you look at Fallout 3, it's basically black, white, and 13 shades of green.
Yeah. I know what you mean, and so talking about things we love. I don't know if you've heard of a little ditty called Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh
I
my God.
I like Hyperlight Drifter.
It's so good.
So yeah, a lot of the pixel art and the colors are really leaning on that aesthetic. And I
I
also,
can't believe I didn't notice that up until you just said that.
once now you're not going to not be able to
Like
see it.
this giant robot in there. The first time I booted up Hyperlight Drifter, I had my headphones way too loud, and that was a good thing because there's that moment where he's standing there and you hear that. You see those
Yeah.
big robots in the distance, and
Yeah.
it physically scared me because it was
Yeah.
too loud, but also it really wrapped me up, and it was intense in a way
It's
that I
super
really
sick.
liked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this whole cutscene is so influenced by that.
So fire.
It so is. Yeah, good call for sure.
I,
But
I
go ahead.
went the inverse where I made it really, really quiet. So,
You did, yeah. I noticed that in the intro cutscene. There's like some flavor sounds in there, but the rest of it's got kind of a subdued take.
yeah,
On
he's like
an intro.
meditating and stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, man, I fucking love Hyper. And then again, what'd you say? Not to throw shade. Yeah.
It's Avatar. Yeah.
I love Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight. It's awesome. Hollow Knight's so awesome. I in my pitch deck to publishers, I said one of the pros, like in giant bold font and like a whole slide, it just said not another Hollow like, and I just refused to do another little guy in a cloak with like a white thing and like a slash and then dreary. I just refused. I wanted color. I wanted just vibrancy and life. And
I mean, Dan, you're saying that right now. Look at this footage. Look at that. Oh my god.
Man.
Yes. Sign me up for some colors, dude. And
yeah,
there was
Bring
some really nice so when you first intro into the game, there is a lot of really nice parallax stuff going on, specifically with the foreground. And it's really evocative of, not to beat Hollow Knight to death, but Silk Song and Hollow Knight do that in like
so
the best.
good.
Yes. Oh my god,
So
it's
good.
unreal. It makes the whole world feel so deep.
Yes.
And you've touched on that really well here.
They do such good work. Yeah, I love Hollow Knight, and I also really like Silk Song, but their parallax was nuts. They do a really good job at like blurring fore and background, give this really good sense of depth of field.
Yeah.
It's either I haven't figured it out. It's probably just because I'm not a good enough coder, but I wasn't able to figure out how to do it through code. I had to manually blur my assets.
Oh, okay.
So I found it more difficult in pixel art. It's funny, pixel art is both easier and harder. It has like a different rules, and there's like doesn't scale nice. So like in a hand drawn, like a Hollow Knight, you can take an asset that's maybe a rock and just scale it, and awesome, it's done. But you can't do that in pixel art. It starts to get a little wonky if you do it too much. So yeah, I ran into some challenges with the parallax, but I looked at Hollow Knight and Silksong religiously.
No doubt.
A team.
Dude, shout outs to Team Cherry. Somebody on Twitter, I saw somebody do a Z-axis rotation of Bone Bottom, that intro area in Silksong. There's like 9 or 10 layers going on for their parallax scrolling.
Madness. Yeah, it's awesome.
Homie spent 7 years making that freaking game, and it fucking shows.
Yeah, it's rocks.
Top notch. Yeah.
And all the particle effects. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, and every time I'm in either it's like the crossover between the moss area and Bone Bottom, there's a big long green stretch that you run through, and then all these birds kind of
Yeah.
Oh, so every time I'm on stream and I go through it, I'm like, I love that. I say it out loud. I can't help it.
I love that. Yeah.
It's good stuff. So yeah, Lucid. It's man, it seems like it's definitely a love letter, and it definitely wears those influences on your sleeve. But I think you guys have brought it together really, really well. So man, shout outs to you guys. It's I can't wait to play the full version. I noticed that in like on Steam it says 2025, but it doesn't have a hard date. Do you guys have a date in mind, or is that something that you're like, when it's done, it's done? If it goes to 2026, that's fine too. Are you finish it, make it good, or you got 100%. Like a hard date that works better for you?
I definitely will not release unless it's good, but I need to update the Steam page. In the latest trailer, at the very end, it says Q1 26. So that's like the official window is Q1 next year.
Okay.
But no hard date just yet.
Yeah, and I think that's good. Keeping it malleable allows you to kind of tweak and run with it. And there's a lot of frustration. I always think about games that were released too early, and the number one thing that comes up in my mind is No Man's Sky. I have a disc copy of No Man's Sky sitting in my closet right now, and if I put that sucker in and install it and don't update it, holy shit, that game's bad.
Yeah.
And it's not bad from a standpoint of the game itself or the concept is bad. It's just half cooked, you know.
It's not done. It's just
not
not done.
And so they're Hello Games. Shout outs to Hello Games, by the way. They're still making that fucking thing.
They
10
didn't
years
give
later.
up.
They
That's what I was
didn't give
gonna-
up. That's our motto around here is you can do it. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Yeah, that's bros. That's
You
yes.
said that earlier, and I was like,
Yes.
ooh, he said the thing.
Yeah,
He
that's my thing. So well, it's our thing now. I love it.
Yeah. we're simpatico now because of that, you know.
Yeah.
Persevering and getting through the hard stuff is what games are all about, you know. Learning something about the world is in the same vein as learning something about yourself, because the better you are, the more you understand the game, the more you understand about who you are as a person and what you're willing to put yourself through to get to the top of that mountain.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Yeah, love it.
I want there to be a space for like chill games, like totally, but also allow there to be hard games or challenging games. I don't even want to call Lucid a hard game, but like a challenging game. It demands your attention, and
Yes.
so like let those coexist and don't try to make one the other. Like not everything has to be for everything. Like let it be what it wants to be. But
if you're making a game
agree.
for everybody, you're making a game for nobody.
For no one. Agreed. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. We can't wait to see this thing on full display. I'm seeing some of that B-roll footage, the stuff that's playing right now. I transitioned away from it. Let me go ahead and flip that back. Some of this stuff that's playing right now is not in the demo, and it's like, man, I wish it was. It's so good.
Yeah, this little stint, I'm not sure if I'm looking at what's being shown, but
yeah, the cube wall thing.
Oh yeah. This there's a secret. I don't know if maybe you haven't got there, but there's a little secret.
I might have cut it out. I mashed all this together, so it's
Nice.
probably in some of the footage, but yeah.
All right. Well, there may or may not be a secret post-game area that's a hint at the next biome. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
So, actually, let's talk about biomes real quick. This intro biome has like the floor of what I would describe as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm here for that, even though I low-key don't care for Sonic games, but the artwork is good, so you know I'll take what I can from that.
I'm in the same boat.
That's
I
fair.
respect it, but I never like love Sonic games.
You ever Google? Yeah, it's the Hedgehog. You ever Google your own name plus the Hedgehog?
I have not. I'm gonna do
Pro
that.
tip: don't do it. Don't do it.
Really?
Don't do it. Yeah. maybe in an incognito.
If all of a sudden we're like not friends on socials, you'll know why.
Yeah, so for the biomes, you've got a pretty I wouldn't say generic, but it's a pretty standard kind of starting grassy, kind of mossy KV biome. Did you did you kind of like explore other areas and then like I'm not into this kind of rote map, I need to add my own lucid spin to it, or were you like mashing things together to make an interesting biome of sorts? Like what was your thought process behind all of that?
I think so.
Shout outs to Craig in chat.
Hi Craig. So I have there is a story, and the story starts in the forest. But that said, something I've always tried to write down in all my design notes is you can't just have a forest, you can't just have a desert, you can't just have a town. It has to be Lucid's forest, Lucid's town, Lucid desert. It has to do something only that can be done in this world. So while, like we were talking about before, while you'll see something familiar, it'll hopefully have some sort of twist, usually crystal related, and making it not just another desert level, factory level,
Sure.
whatnot. But I also really about the biomes I like that I'm hoping to do is speaking of Mega Man X. Actually, I don't know if we did speak about Mega Man X. Anyway,
Very little bit, but let's talk about Mega Man X, because shout outs to Mega Man X. Holy
hell
shit,
yeah,
that thing's good.
that game changed my little 8-year-old mind. I don't remember, but when you beat a level, some levels they like affect another level, and that blew my goddamn mind. And I tried to do that in this one as well, where sometimes when you finish something in a biome, it'll affect something in another, open up a new pathway, new NPC, yada yada yada. But yeah, the biomes are interconnected. A lot of holistic design going on.
That's sick. I did think instantly, of course, of the Forgotten Crossroads from Hollow Knight. That's my biomes affecting other biomes. You know, you beat the Lost Kin, or not the Lost Kin, that's the hard version. But anyway, you beat that one guy, and all of a sudden the Forgotten Crossroads shifts into the Infected Crossroads. Sorry, spoilers, John. John's playing through Hollow Knight for the very first time.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
Yeah,
I
I wish
like
I could
no
look at it and go
spoilers.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John's the
a lot of
king
fun.
of avoiding spoilers, I gotta say. John played through Red Dead Redemption 2
No spoilers.
like recently, and no
That is
spoilers.
impressive.
I don't know how that
You
even
want to talk about
occurred.
trauma bonding, man? Talking to my friends about Red that have beat it. Oh,
Bro.
it was finishing the main story with Arthur was rough, bro. Had to do one of those when you set the control down and just lean back a little bit.
Just 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that just listening to John play that game, and then he would come in and be like, all right, so what's up with Arthur? How's Arthur doing? And like even people at John's church were like, what's going on with Arthur?
Hey,
Is
what's
he
Arthur
okay?
doing? It was crazy.
They become so real, dude.
I
my God.
know. And like with playing Hollow Knight, like that's kind of my first like I guess a Metroidvania, I guess. Because
No
I
shit.
never really I had a Nintendo DS, but like I've spoken about it before. It was kind of a jank setup. I'm from Puerto Rico, so like all the games on it were like pirated on a pirated SD card.
Hell yeah.
So like I've never really played a legitimate Nintendo game. But
Nintendo is coming after you with a lawsuit.
yeah, I'm
right
sure
now.
like
They're
it's
drafting
over.
the
Like
papers.
I'm gonna get a letter in the mail and we'll
Cease and desist, bro.
Yeah.
But,
Oh
like,
yeah.
playing Hollow Knight and then playing was like one thing I like enjoyed really was like how the dash it goes through people, like
Mhm.
through the projectiles and stuff like that. Like I know in Hollow Knight it's an ability you get later in the game, but like having that off rip feels so nice. Like I feel I feel kind of OP. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I can
Yeah.
I kind of have to be doing bad to like die. I
Yeah.
get like if you really know what you're doing.
100%. You're
Which
hitting the nail on the head, man.
I'm too impatient. So like sometimes I take a lot of stupid damage in Hollow Knight as well as when I was playing Lucid.
Yeah, I that's me in like Souls games, but I couldn't agree more with I try to be very gracious with like damage. Like you can get hit a lot and a lot of iframes. So a lot of footage makes Lucid look really difficult, but once you play it, you're like, oh, this is really forgiving. So it's going to be on you if you die, and that's fine. But learn and adapt, and like you have a lot of tools in Lucid to like do whatever the fuck you want to. You have a lot of mobility options.
That's great. Craig in chat says Rockstar has always done such good job of creating a story that sucks you in. From Max Payne to GTA to Red Dead, it's hard to top.
Yeah.
Yes, sentiment is mega echoed over here, and I fucking forgot that Rockstar did a Max Payne game. I have to go play that one.
I did too.
Yeah. If Rockstar touched Max Payne, which admittedly I played the original back in, I don't know, 2000. Jeez, I'm old. And it wanted to be good, and you could see like the nugget of like what they were trying to go for. But the technology just wasn't there, and they were doing some new stuff like that bullet time slow down stuff. And man, I would love to see Rockstar's take on it. Shout outs to Craig for mentioning it. You loaded me up on a new one there, buddy.
Like, I want them to have like a. Well, maybe I don't want them to have a B team. It's just their releases are just so vast and in
Brand.
between. It makes. I guess it like hypes up the next release, but like I don't know. Maybe have a B team that releases like smaller projects that we can like
Yeah.
quench our appetite. But,
Yeah, that would be good.
Red Dead
That
1
said,
remaster, please.
Mm-hmm,
Sorry.
that said about those really, really giant games, I personally can only take like one every year, if that. They're so overwhelming in their scope, and I'm very much a Dewey kind of guy. So when I want to get into a story game, like I got through, I don't know, 25 hours of The Witcher 3, and my ADHD brain was like, oh, but this game over here. And so I guess I kind of welcome the fact that Rockstar is taking their time and doing their stuff, because one, I guess it makes the product the best it can be. But then I can only take so much, guys. I can only take so much emotional turmoil.
It's so
with
true.
Arthur and all that stuff.
Yeah, they make massive fucking games. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And then on top of that, golly, GTA 5, that's a what, 12-year-old game now? 13?
No. Oh my God, it is.
Yeah. We're
Ew,
all
I hate
crossing
that.
over the old hump.
Still a very popular game.
That's crazy. Wow. Well,
and
dude,
man, shout outs to them for continuing to make content for it, because people are so into it. I love that, they found what works and are sticking to the lane. And maybe that's not my content, but there's a huge swath of people that love playing that game. So clearly there's something there.
Yeah. Something's working.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a kind of an interesting question for you. So, like, as an indie dev, this is something we've all talked about on the podcast. But like when Silksong came out, there was a really big I'm not gonna say uproar, but like the pricing of it, like people were like, oh, it should be more, like it should be like more money, you should charge more for this Team Cherry. Like, I don't know if you saw any of that discourse online, but from your perspective, I'm just interested to hear your thoughts on it, like as somebody like quite literally what it takes to like make a game. So I'm just interested to hear your
That's a
output on
really
that.
good question, because I definitely had like gut feelings and reactions, but then I thought about it, and it's they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't owe anybody anything. It's their thing. They get to decide.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Preach, brother.
Yeah, it's who the fuck are you to tell them what to do with their creation? Fuck off. But on top of which, it's such an anomaly. Like, I don't know. In a weird way, it's almost like, because I remember on their Kickstarter for Hollow Knight, it was like play as another character. In a weird way, Silksong's almost just like DLC to Hollow Knight, and the DLC costs $20.
Yo, that's a take. Oh, I love that, because I actually kind of in kind of the same mode. I thought that playing Silksong, like this is a game that you can play. Anybody can play, obviously. Oh, I lost Devin.
Damn it.
Uh-oh. No. He went dark for just a minute. He might be back.
He really
That's
did not
okay.
like that take, you guys.
Dude, I guess so. I'll probably get a text from him in a minute, but I'll bring him back here shortly. But kind of in that same vein, like Silksong is its own game, but I feel like it was a game made for people who have played and gone through Hollow Knight in a way, because it is very much more difficult. It's more movement. It's more everything on like every level. And that's something that I like about that. I like a game that pushes me and challenges me. So yeah, shout outs to Team Cherry for taking the time that they did to make that thing.
Yeah, and also thanks for making it incredibly affordable for everyone.
Yeah, I love that. That seems like such a player-centric thing to do. You have your you could theoretically, somebody asked me, I think it was John maybe asked me, or Devin last podcast, what would I pay for that game? I don't even know.
Would you guys pay 60? Would you pay 60 for Silksong?
My response, well, I need to know Eric's response on this before I say anything, because he's our guest after all.
I'm poor as shit, so I haven't bought or played a game in since Lucid started, it feels like. But let's say I'm working and I have the scratch. If I can afford it, I would pay $60 for Silksong. Yeah.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like, because when we were talking about that, I was like, I used Red Dead as an example. Like, I got my $60 worth of
Yeah.
from Red Dead. You know, like I was like, no, this was like I cried. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
I got my money's worth out of this.
Man's not
Yeah.
afraid to admit it.
Yeah,
No.
no, it was pretty bad, man. Like,
No, I
oh,
feel you,
dude.
dude. I don't quite understand. Maybe I'm the weird one, but this weird concept of like I'll I don't understand the time versus or like how much is something worth. It's like just look at how many hours you played, and I see people are like, yeah, I'll wait for it to go on sale to be like $5. I'm like, dude, you're getting like a giant piece of entertainment, and you want to pay $2.99 for it. You'll like go see a movie for like $25 for like an hour and a half. Like I
Yeah.
just doesn't make. I don't
Yeah.
understand. I
You
don't
pay
get
more
it.
for lunch
I know.
sometimes, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so true.
You've
You'll pay
you've
more for
lived in
Mickey
New
D's.
York. Shit.
Yes. McDonald's is no longer fast and easy food. It's expensive as shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Big Mac for $8. I saw that commercial. I was like, oh, they're understanding what we've been saying.
Oh,
Actually, we
they're
got a
bringing it
couple of
down?
things. Yeah, it's like a deal right now. Big Macs for $8. Shout outs to McDonald's, I guess. So I have a couple of things in chat. One, John, you're not alone. Regal Fire says I wept over RDR2. So it is a testament to the story. It's not just John having an emotional connection with Arthur; it's everyone having an emotional connection with Arthur. And then Craig in our chat, he says, "How important do you feel it is to get the game right? Get the game right out of the gate. I guess the quality of the game. There's been a few games that had such hype but then didn't live up to it. I'm about to hit a button here, John. The Division, Battlefield 2042, No Man's Sky. I mentioned No Man's Sky a
Man.
second ago, but BF
Cy-
2042, sad state of
Cyberpunk?
Man,
affairs.
I'd even throw Cyberpunk in there with that
Yep.
group. As much
That
as
was
I love it, I'd throw it in there on release.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying the same, man. And to your point of like the idea is in there, it just wasn't ready because then you just give them a little more time, and you're like, oh, this game's fire.
Mm.
Yeah, most def. Yeah, so quick update. Devin had an issue. His stomach gave out. He wasn't feeling so hot before the show, and he trooped it out pretty good. So, shout outs to Devin.
No.
Thanks,
Here
Dev.
with us in spirit.
I
Yeah,
miss you,
so
brother.
Cyberpunk, man. I played a little bit of Cyberpunk, and I mentioned this to John, but I admittedly played it on. I have the oldest graphics card. Shout outs to Craig for handing it over to me. It's a 970. If you can believe that even existed at some point.
Going
Wow.
strong.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Eric, what you mentioned you like Cyberpunk. What's your relationship with that? Did you play any of the old Cyberpunk? Because I think that was a tabletop game.
Yes,
at first,
sir.
right?
It was a tabletop.
I
Yeah.
did not. No, I did. I played it on release, like so many others, and I was having fun finding the bugs. And I was like, "This is hilarious! Like, how did this ship? It was like a what's a case study, especially as an indie dev. I was like so intrigued of like how just the story, what
Mm.
happened. But then very similar to No Man's Sky, updates, and then
They
my buddy
locked in.
and CD Projekt Red, their track record. That's why it was so surprising, is because The Witcher 3 is Witcher 3.
Yeah.
So when it finally got to a point where it was like, oh, actually you should check this out again. My buddy let me play it. I'm like, oh, this is what they're going for. And I didn't get to play the whole game, but I got to play a mission or two, and I was like, it felt better, no bugs, and it just felt like tight. Like this was the vision, and I was really happy for him.
I love that.
Love hearing that. I have another question for you, Eric. So
Hit me, man.
so I have, when you're designing a game or with Lucid, like what would you say came first? What were you more focused on, the mechanical aspect of the game? And if so, if that was your primary focus, where did the story like come in when you were kind of making the game?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's definitely gameplay first. I'm like a gameplay is king kind of guy. The story evolved naturally. It was kind of like a parcel of an idea that would expand, and it was a growing thing. but it kind of started really where I found this sacred geometry book, and
Mm.
I was just really enjoying some of this, like, I don't know if it's ancient stuff, but all this like singular, the dyad, the triad,
Yeah.
and this like all these what numbers meant to older cultures, and I just took that and like took a lot of the stories and applied it to my world, and it kind of just grew from there. And it just kind of slipped in with already all the world building I had been doing, and it just kind of was this self-feeding thing.
Mm.
I wish I had a better answer for the story, but the gameplay was really just kind of like find the fun, make it tight, like just kill your darlings, like make it really, really, really feel really good.
Kill
That's
your
awesome.
darlings.
Kill
I
your
love
darlings.
That's so it's so hard to do. I bet you have some dead ideas that are like, why did I have to bury you? But I know that I had to.
Man.
I do. I have so many. They're just littered all over the floor, dude. Uh, but they had to go. They were cool in isolation, but they were like detracting from, it didn't fit in, or it just didn't feed right, and it didn't belong anymore, and it's sad. Next game, why
Yeah.
not?
What was that process like of like kind of filtering that out?
It's hard. It's like a case by case, and sometimes the idea will go away, and it'll be able to come back later, but changed. Um, for speaking of architecture, I learned, or I was taught, like everything's holistic design. Like a building is this living, breathing thing between the electrical and the plumbing, the HVAC, the structure, the insulation, all of it. Like it all has to talk to each other and work. And I look at game design very similarly, where everything needs to feed into each
Mm.
other. Like you can't just have a system for like that does nothing into anything else. It has to tie in and like have a purpose. So yeah, everything really thought out. Like, does this warrant time and effort and being a part of the game? Uh, yeah, that's kind of the process.
That's awesome.
Dude, no, that's really interesting. I mean, it has to be hard, like, especially if it's something like you want, you know, like
Yeah.
was there that element of like where you had, I don't know, like a little angel, a little devil going like, it's your game, do what you want, and like
Yeah.
the little angel like
They're,
just imagine that.
both. They're both like. There's been a devil and an angel that both have said, "It's your game. Do what you want." Uh,
Mm.
one
Oh
of
yeah.
them, I remember. It's like usually it comes down to like time. Time's usually the final guillotine to an idea. But the one that's coming to mind was circuits used to be pro procedurally generated, or were going to be procedurally generated.
Oh
Because
wow.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Uh,
my God. That would have been I can imagine a nightmare from a design standpoint.
it would have been really difficult to like the amount of time to make that work, and to code it. But I realized like it wasn't necessary. I had played Hades, and I'm like, Hades is fire. I want
Oh
that.
man, it's so
I
fire.
Yeah.
I want a piece of that. And I was like, I'm gonna put procedural generated stuff in my game, and I cut it. Like there was just no reason. I didn't need it.
Mm.
So that's the one I can think of.
I can imagine Lucid not exactly lending itself to that sort of format, because the way that you have the levels set up and the way that the motion works, procedurally generating something that is that satisfying. Oh my God. It's
It,
hard enough to put the nodes where they ought to go for a satisfying run through a circuit, let alone
100%.
have a computer know what Eric is thinking and then try and come up with that, because you've seen the way AI does stuff these days. It's kind of
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. The initial idea was almost like pre-made rooms, and then almost like I think the Blood Chalice dungeons.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah,
where
absolutely.
they're like
Mm.
pre-made rooms, and then the die roll is how they're organized and which ones you
Yeah.
get. That was
So
the
for our
idea.
audience members who aren't familiar with the Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne, basically you pull up, there's 65,000 different combinations under the
Holy
hood.
shit, is that true?
Yeah,
Holy
that's what's going
shit.
on.
Wow.
And they are procedurally generated, but from a very minor standpoint, because they figured out really fast that you can't have it feel organic. And even I would say now they don't feel organic. They feel very like, oh, this room, oh, that room, I've seen that before. It's cookie cutter.
Right.
But
so
yeah,
to your point, that's kind of where I landed as well, and that's why I got the X.
Yeah. We got a bunch of F's in chat for Devin, right now. Yeah. So just to give everybody a quick update, Devin wasn't feeling so hot, and I was going to try and bring him back, but we're not going to have him for the rest of the show. So everybody, say your prayers for Devin. Hope he feels better. Yeah, it's never good to have little tummy issues. So anyway, let's shout outs to you, Eric, for being here, for talking about Lucid. I just think it's such a great, I don't want to use the word little, it's not derisive, but it is such a little, a great little indie game that among this sea of, man, I don't want to say mediocre because that's also derisive for the other indie devs, but I have played some that like they need more time to cook, and you guys are nearing the end of the finish line. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like I can see your finish line. I can see your vision, and
Almost
even
there.
in just playing the demo, it's coming across so well. So man, big ups to all of your hard work.
Thank you.
Let me be. I'm sure you've had people say this who are close to you, but from a just a rando gamer standpoint. You are hitting the nail on the head, and I can't wait to play the final product. It's going to be badass.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on. It was super fun, and I really appreciate all your kind words about the project. I put so much love and time, and just my whole life it's everything it's me in a video game. So it means a lot to feel seen. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that, me in a video game. That's a really cool quote. I like that.
Yeah, somebody clip that real quick. Put that on Twitch.
Oh man,
I like that.
Thanks. Yeah. Man. So well, it sounds like I'm outroing you, but to be fair, you're more than welcome to stay on because I want to hear. We would have heard about what Devin was playing, but I do want to hear a little bit about what John's been playing, and I've got some stuff in the hopper. So if you want to stick around, man, if you're not too tired, you can join us for the rest of the cast, or you can duck out now. I'm going to leave that option up to you.
If you're reading my face, my face is saying I want to hang out and I want to talk. However, my whole house is falling asleep right now, and I don't want to keep waking him up.
Yeah.
So
shout outs to Una. Really quiet.
I've been trying not to get hype, and I failed. But
Regal Fire says they would love to see you hang around.
All right, I got some time. I can listen.
All right. We got some time. Okay, so something that I do want to show off real quick. Let me prep the scene here for just a minute. But so Eric, you're an indie dev, and one thing that I really love is finding somebody who kind of locked in and found their pocket. And if you'll give me just a few moments, I have some demo footage that I cut together of this game. It's an Indonesian developer. Oh, I hope this will play okay. Yep, there it is. Perfect. So let me pull up this here for you guys so you can see the source.
By the way, Eric, you're getting a lot of W's in the chat.
Oh, word?
Oh, you're getting a lot of W, Eric's.
Tons of W's. Shout outs to Eric, guys. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. I forgot that there's a chat here. I forgot.
Yeah, I should probably stream that to you guys so you can see that too. Okay, so let me share this out with you guys here in our Video Ninja room. This is Mala Pataka.
Yo.
All right. So Mala Pataka, and the reason I bring this up is because Eric, you mentioned Mega Man. This is Mega Man and Doom had a baby, and I'll transition the scene here so everybody at home can see it.
I mean, I see the charge gun. I see the Doom.
So that's just the pistol. Later on, and this is me playing through the game. So it has an escape scene just like in Super Metroid. Look at this pixel art here. Can you see this? Holy shit, it looks good.
This is sick.
So this is Mala Pataka. This is a solo indie dev from Indonesia. I would love to get shout outs to what is it, Sandito Bayu? Yeah, Sandito Bayu. If you're seeing this right now, please contact me, podcast@umbrellafight.xyz. Hit me up on Twitter. I want to talk to you, my friend, because this thing feels so good. holy shit, this game feels good. Like those bah right there, I'm blowing that guy up. Those little punches, the sound is perfect. It's all chip tune. I wish I could let you guys hear what's going on right now, because
Cool.
he does some of the music. He's also got some other, 8-bit style tunes that are going on. But man, when you're in here, I'm just using this shotgun to blow these freaking robots up. There you go. You got your Kako demon. So this game is built on the GZ Doom engine, and it's not just a reskin. It is a rethinking and retooling of the engine itself.
Right.
So you've got pretty standard, straightforward shotgun pistol. There's a super shotgun. There's a Gatling gun, which, funny enough, you get it near the end of this demo. This demo is maybe about 25 minutes of gameplay. We're going like really fast.
Are those the Kaka demons?
Yes, yes, they are.
Nice.
Yeah. So it does a really good job of being exactly what you want it to be. Doom and Mega Man had a baby.
So
And
what's the Mega Man? Do you do you get
it's
new
kinda
weapons?
just like, yeah. So you switch weapons, and I think it's more Doom, the aesthetic being Mega Man.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, man,
It
I
looks
had such a
awesome.
fun time playing this game. I would highly recommend it. The demo's on Steam right now, guys. Malapataka, Malapataka. Hollow Attorney says N64 vibes. It's funny enough that you would mention the N64 Hollow Attorney, because in this kind of rundown of Doom, it's very much Doom 2, but there are some moments, and I think I'm about to come up to one pretty quickly here, that are very Doom 64. Eric, did you ever play Doom 64?
I didn't play Doom. I've watched. I didn't play it, but I've watched a lot of YouTube like docs of them
It's
all.
the redheaded stepchild of the Doom series.
Yeah.
So if you're taking a look at this right now, I walk through the door, and I'm about to go inside this little building here. But if I hit this switch, the world itself, you see this building collapsing in the distance here.
Cool.
The world itself will shift around and open up, and like the stairs will raise, which is definitely not a regular Doom and Doom 2 thing. The engine could never do that.
No.
So yeah, man, I just wanted to show this off to you, because you mentioned Mega Man X earlier, and I think this might be right up your alley, of just to blow off some steam and shoot some robots.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but Doom. I don't want to like overload people on like what my influences are. Doom 2016 is huge. I love Doom.
Game. Great game. Peak Doom.
Dude,
Peak
so
Doom.
Is it a hot take? Is it still a hot take to say Doom
No.
2016 is better than Eternal? Is that still a hot take?
No, that's not a hot take at all.
No,
I
that's
think
a very-
Eternal was cool,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Eternal
I
is
love
cool.
16.
It's definitely more arcadey. I think Eternal's a lot of fun, but Doom 2016 is
yeah, it's
really
something.
good.
It was just so pure.
Something about it, bro.
But yeah, so, this looks right up my fucking alley. Is what I'm trying to say. This looks awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. So for anybody who's watching this right now and really digs it, Malapataka on Steam, it's out today. It came out. So you can go pick it up. It's like $12. Fucking go buy it, please. Everybody in chat, go buy this game and show Sandito your support, because it looks like it looks and feels like he spent a lot of time putting this thing together exactly the way it's supposed to.
If you do end up talking to him, tell him let's do a crossover, because this is sick.
Oh hell yeah. Let's do, okay. We could do a Lucid Doom. That's the sequel that we're looking at here, I think.
What would that even look like?
Man, I don't even think that's like a real, like, I don't think that idea is in reality.
We could cook it. Eric and Sandito could cook it, I bet.
100%. I always said, like, I jokingly said Lucid 2 would be like because if Lucid was set in like the PS1 Sega Saturn era, that's where it is in my brain. I would say Lucid 2 would be like the jump to 64-bit. But
okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it would look like this. I don't know.
Yeah. I would love to see that. And you know what? It's funny. We mentioned Doom Eternal. Oh, look, and you see right here, it's doing some really interesting stuff with the map design. Behind it is this waterfall. And then if you go around here, this door it teleports you somewhere completely different. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen like myhouse.wad. That's a Doom custom Doom wad. You should look this thing up. I'm actually going to send this out in chat. Look up myhouse.wad Doom thing. Anyway, myhouse.wad is a horror mod for Doom, and it's very
that's funny.
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin to unpack that thing. It does a lot with map design and like you're looking into windows in this house and they're like below ground, but they shouldn't exist that way in the engine, but there's some trickery going on behind the scenes that actually makes
Uh-huh.
it do it. It's fucking
Uh-huh.
wild, man. You've got to see this thing. My
That
house got
sounds
wild.
cool.
Yeah.
It almost like if was it you're in a nightmare. I just love the idea that Doom is like a scarier Doom. I remember as a kid, Doom was meant to be like, holy fucking shit, this is scary, or at least it was to me.
Yeah.
All the blood and the demons was like,
Yes. I remember, let's see, whose house was I at? I must have been over at, I don't remember which friend I was at, but they showed me Doom for the first time and I was 6. It
Mhm.
scared me. It
Me
like
too.
legit. I was like, oh shit. This,
I didn't like
ah!
it. I was
Yeah.
like, give me my Nintendo, please.
Definitely off-putting. But in the best of ways, I obviously grew to love it. Doom is like a cornerstone of my gaming history, and it sounds like it is for you as well, Eric.
Oh yeah. I'm we're talking like I was like like you said 6 or whatever. I was not prepped for that. My little brain couldn't take it.
I think we've all experienced things a little too early sometimes in life, you know.
Yes. Yes. I remember I was at the arcade once, and do you guys remember the game Primal Rage?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a throwback!
Dude, I put in my quarters to play because I'm like, this game looks sick. And like almost immediately when I start playing, I don't know if I cried. I like ran away. I was so afraid of all the blood and the
Those
loud
dinosaurs were
noises.
fucking each other up.
I was so young. I just was like, nope. I just noped the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Well, I think we all get like that with sometimes with certain things. I watched I have a deep love for horror movies. And in fact, for just a quick shout outs to some events we got going on, I'm going to attempt, and I'll do my best. I'm going to attempt to stream a new horror game, for maybe an hour or two every night in October. The event is called Umbrella Fright. I feel good for that dad joke right there. And Natalie in chat says, shout outs to Silent Hill. Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
I don't know if you're a Silent Hill fan, Eric, but that one scared the pants off of me when I was 11, 12, 13, somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah, love a good scary game.
I would imagine your podcast being umbrella oriented has to do some Resident Evil.
Man, I made that connection way too late, and I just praying. So I'm not gonna lie, I made this design. I was just using some tools online, and I kind of slung this thing together just for funsies, right? But the sword with the umbrella, I loved that aesthetic, and not to talk too much about the podcast itself, but somebody pointed that out maybe a week ago. It was like, oh, it's the same color as the Umbrella Corp, and I'm like, shit, Comcast is gonna come and ruin my life. They're gonna upturn everything and make me turn everything blue.
Yeah. Just invert the colors a little bit.
I'm gonna have to, but I'm you know what? I'm prepped for that. If I got to turn everything blue, I haven't printed any shirts yet. So also, guys in chat, if you want shirts, let me know. I'll print them up and you guys can pick them up.
To be fair, theirs is top down and yours is at like a front third.
Yeah, they don't even have a sword.
There's no sword. Yeah, you're in the clear.
I don't know whose is better, one with sword or one without sword, but I can tell you theirs don't got a sword.
Yeah, I would almost say almost universally with sword is better. Like, is there many things? So. Yeah,
that touches my heart. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's very few things in life that are less cool without us. Wait, more cool without a sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed. So, John, I showed off Malapataka, and we've talked plenty about Lucid. What's on your gaming plate, friend?
Man, I've been playing a lot of different games. I am finishing up Red Dead right now.
Oh yeah, you're still in Epilogue, right? Epilogue
yeah,
part
I'm on
2?
I'm Epilogue Part 2. So I'm playing as John Marston now. And yeah, I still miss Arthur, I can't lie.
Yeah.
John, so I didn't play Red Dead 1. Like Red Dead 2 is my first. So like I know John is like everybody loves John. I can't stand John. Like I like playing as him, like I get annoyed at him because I'm like, dude, you sound like such an a-hole right now, and like I keep like finding myself saying like Arthur wouldn't have done this, or like Arthur wouldn't have done that. And I was playing today when I got home, and I had to kind of remind myself, like, wait, like this is a different character. This isn't Arthur. I have to play as John. So
Do
I've
you
been I've
behave
been
differently as John? Like, do you like
so
role play unknowingly?
so this is the thing. That's one thing that I was kind of noticing, is that, like, so even in some of the cutscenes, right, they just like happen without the player making any decisions.
Eh,
Like, John is definitely like a little more cutthroat, like a little more kind of like ruthless than like Arthur was. Um, or
cool.
I guess even the way I played Arthur, since the decisions I make influence him later, but you know what I mean,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
right? And so I've been kind of having to like kind of remind myself, like, this is a different guy. This is not Arthur. This is a different story. And like, you kind of have to let it you got to let the game, you have to meet the game on the game's terms.
Mhm.
And so this is kind of what I'm doing with John. It's like I have to play as John kind of on John's terms here a little bit.
That's cool, man.
Um so
Everything is
that's
on John's terms. I'm not gonna lie. John is John has way more chutzpah than Arthur does.
yeah,
Because Arthur can conjure it, I think. When push comes to shove,
he
Arthur's gonna be
can
like,
get
nah,
active. Yeah.
nah, not like that, bro. We're gonna do it this way. But John, he walks up already feeling that way.
Yeah.
And it's
And
definitely a huge tonal shift for the game right now.
100%. And one thing that I thought that really, like, I love when devs, like, they kind of reward you, right, for like the story. I love that. So like, when play I was kind of bummed, because I'm like, dang, Arthur's just gone. Like, he's just done. And so like, there was a moment in playing as John, where like, you kind of have a little angel and devil kind of situation going on, where you'll actually hear Dutch's voice, or you'll hear Arthur's voice. So like, there was an instance where,
That's
in
wild.
kind of the start of the epilogue, where John is kind of trying to live like a good life now.
Uh-huh.
He's like working as like a ranch hand, knows nothing about ranching, but
He's
like,
pulling a Kratos.
literally, but he's literally shoveling like horse manure. Like, and he's like thinking, like, as he's shoveling, right, like, it was such a random thing, and like, the player, had to dig this like manure anyway. But like, in the middle of that cutscene, you hear Dutch's voice, like, just randomly. I was like, nuh I was like, it was like Dutch's voice, where he's saying this quote of like, you're always going to get caught, but you can at least decide by who. And then you have I know, and then you have Arthur's voice come right after that, where and this happened in the very early beginning of the game, where Arthur's telling John, like, all I'm saying is either be one thing or another. Stop trying to be two things at once. All I'm saying.
Mhm.
And like, right now, John is kind of in this conflict of like, he doesn't know who he wants to be. So like, you have those two influences, and you hear those two voices. So I thought that was really cool for the devs to do that. Like, even these characters that I'm not seeing constantly anymore, they're kind of like ghosts. I guess I should say, like, are still around. I thought that was like really coolly done by like Rockstar. Like, we were talking about them earlier. Like, they're so good at
Yeah.
those kinds of things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's really cool. And also, it was a very deliberate choice because they could have pulled a Tarantino where you played inversely, but it was a very deliberate choice on which character you play as first.
Yeah.
Because then you have these moments. It would be a completely different experience in the other way around. I don't even know if you could do it.
No, I don't think you could. I don't think you could. Yeah, no, I know nothing. I
Right.
know nothing. No, me too. Yeah, they did like an upscale. I thought like they kind of raised the graphics. I think
Mm,
so. Like, and for I just saw this online, so like take it with a grain of salt.
Mic
Mic
check, one,
check.
two. Yeah,
Check, check,
I'm
check.
good. Yeah, I hear, I see all the audio levels fluctuating. Mic check, one, two. Regal Fire, can you hear this? Is Nathan? This is such great
Oh,
content.
he said, "There we go."
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I don't know how that got muted. That's so annoying. But anyway, production software is going to production software.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to drill into Red Dead 1, and you were saying it's like an upscale.
Yeah,
at this
that's
point.
yeah, and so I saw this like on Twitter, so with grain of salt, but like I saw that when Rockstar they did the GTA trilogy remaster where they like remastered all of the first 3 games. So supposedly, the Red Dead 1 remaster they're going to do off of the Red Dead 2 engine that got scrapped for that the collective edition remaster of the first 3 games.
Huh.
Wow.
I guess they thought that would do better than it did. I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from my understanding, Red Dead 1 they did do like an upscale version. They also
When
ported it to Switch.
Interesting. I wonder if it had anything to do with the fact that 6 is just over the horizon. Maybe they're trying to.
Wouldn't surprise me. Get some GTA hype.
Yeah, that would
And
be my guess.
but man, it's like, and to your point, Nathan, it's kind of like there's some people that watched Better Call Saul before Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
So like that's also kind of like a unique experience in that like you watch now Breaking Bad with like all of this context of like
Oh
you get
yeah.
from Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely
so
wild.
good. So good.
I know, and that's what I loved about Red Dead is the story. So that's why about Lucid I asked about the story because I wonder how like that works. Like what comes first? Story? Do we focus on mechanics first? Like I'm sure it depends like either or on the situation. Like I'm sure you could go both ways, but like just
They
interested.
kind of they really I would say the chicken or the egg. I would say gameplay first, but like almost so quickly it became a interwoven thing. Like just lore and like, okay, well, what weapon, why these weapons? Oh, I've chosen these weapons, now I need to have lore about these weapons, and then I have characters because I wanted like masters of these weapons. So
Mm,
the gameplay influenced stories, and then their stories influence what upgrades those weapons get and what talismans are. And then I'm sure you saw the codex.
yeah.
It's going to be like a blend of uh, FromSoft kind of storytelling, environmental, and codex reading for like backstory, but it's like Dark Souls light because there'll be also this kind of Zelda-esh story light that gives you the very front veneer of the story. But if you want to know more of what's really going on, you read through all their codex entries. But
Mm.
Those are the best. I love that
Yeah,
when the
I
story
really
is
love
there and it
that.
gets out of your way in lieu of gameplay.
It's like
I'm
if you
all for
want it,
that.
you can have
mhm,
it. I
mhm,
Yeah.
really
mhm.
like that.
Shout
Yeah,
outs to
that's the hope.
Miyazaki.
Yeah,
Yes, dude, that guy,
He's
my
the goat.
God,
dude's
so good.
goated.
I mean,
Yeah.
both of them. I mean,
Ghibli,
Miyazaki and Ghibli. Two Miyazakis are just like
goated.
they're the devil and angel on my shoulder.
No, literally,
Yeah,
especially Miyazaki from Ghibli has such a bleak outlook on life for like
bro,
what his movies are. Like it's really funny. Like
I love him.
I know it's like there's like like a meme of him like smoking
The,
a cigarette and
yeah,
yeah, like that one where he's like,
yeah,
and then, like he's smoking a cigarette and he's like life isn't worth living or like he's
yeah,
just saying something like that.
yeah. I very much feel. I feel like he does. Like just like old man, his old curmudgeonness.
Hmm.
I vibe with that. I love it.
Yeah, I'm into it
Dude.
as well. Actually, if Devin were here, he would be freaking out because he just watched The Secret World of Arietti. Have you guys watched that one?
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
peak. It's so
It's
peak.
so good.
I yeah, I go on a Miyazaki like a Ghibli binge, maybe once or twice a year, every year.
That's awesome. I love
I,
that.
I love it. Oh, wait, what's our favorite Ghibli movies? Ooh, chat. What are your favorite Ghibli movies?
Yeah, chat. Let us know your favorite Ghibli movies.
Mhm.
Damn, dude. Kiki's Delivery Service is badass. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Arietti because it's very much a personal. I mean, every movie that they do is very much a personal exploration of this character in question.
Mhm.
But Arietti's story with the little kid, and pardon me while I get choked up. Holy shit! Just
So good.
the situation he's going in. Regal Fire says Kiki's Delivery Service. Yeah, good
It's
pick.
so good.
Yeah, the child that is interacting with Arietti, man, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but his situation where like he's actively dying and being so young, that's such a heartbreaking thing, and it approaches it with such finesse. That
Mhm.
whole little story, and I
Mhm.
just love it so much. It's a peak.
Yeah.
Man.
It's so hard to choose because each
Oh,
Ghibli is amazing for like different. There's not much overlap. Like they do so many different like
mhm.
diagram angles. So it's like this is your favorite because of this tangent. Oh, this one's my favorite because when I was 12, I first found it and now it's sunk into my psyche and I can't not love it.
Yeah,
It's like
hundred
every
percent.
answer is viable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, I
so
love Spirited Away personally.
Oh
you and
yeah.
You and Hollow Attorney and chat are on the same wavelength then, John. Hollow
Yeah,
Attorney says, "Oh man, Spirited Away," and David Nunez says, "Howl's Moving Castle."
Oh, they're all good.
banger.
They're all
Yeah,
good.
you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're all good.
truthfully.
I gotta go with Princess Mononoke. That's my and
Mm.
then
Oh, that's a great pick.
yeah, that's mine.
I
That's my
love that.
go-to. And then it's like Spirited, it's like Raid Under, and then Tortoro is like the first one I ever watched. That's my
Oh,
little
my neighbor
nugget.
Totoro.
Dude, when I was a little
Totoro.
kid, like after watching it, I would take acorns and I'd like place them at like sewer grates, hoping to catch a little Tortoro. I loved it.
No.
Yeah, yeah, I loved
That's
it.
adorable, Eric.
That's
I'm not gonna
awesome.
lie. That's great.
Oh man, so good.
Well, hey guys, man, we've been going on for about an hour and a half now, and I think we're approaching the end of our show. Any last words? Anything else that you want to wrap up with, Eric? The floor is yours. Shout outs, plug yourself, man. Go ahead.
Let's
Oh yeah.
go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks again. This was super fun. The whole marketing. Yeah, Andy, please download and play and wishlist Lucid. Please. Please. I put everything into making it as good as I can. It would mean the world to me. Please do. Please.
Absolutely. Chat, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna stick the let me grab the link actually for Steam real quick. Boop, I had that pulled up. I knew that was coming up. I'm gonna toss this link in chat. That is a Steam link for Lucid. Go ahead and wishlist it, play the demo, and see how wonderful this game is. Eric obviously has poured his heart and soul into this game. It absolutely shows. It's going to be a banger, and I highly recommend you get it day one. I know Eric will appreciate it, and the rest of the people that have been working so hard on Lucid, they will also appreciate it. So, Eric, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
actually going to go ahead and transition over to our cams only, and feel free to hop off the call. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter anytime you want to join the show, man. We're always glad to have you.
Will
Yes,
do.
sir. Thank you, Eric.
It was nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting you, John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Have
you
a
be
good
good,
one.
man.
Bye, chat. Bye bye.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, man. I love that guy. Eric. Shout outs to Eric.
Shout out to
Man,
Eric.
it was really great to get to talk to an official game developer. This is a landmark, a milestone, if you will, within our show. And I want to thank everybody in chat for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Man, it really is such an honor to do this show, and it just warms my heart that you guys all joined up, and I appreciate you putting up with my bomb of text messages there. So yeah, let me go ahead and
W chat.
W for you, chat.
W chat.
Absolutely W chat. So we're gonna say that we missed Devin. I know he had to duck out early. We hope that he feels better. And I want to close out the show by saying 3 things. And I say this up front. I'm going to say it as we close. Remember 3 things. You are awesome.
Yes.
You are loved.
Yes.
What you do matters. Don't ever forget that through everything that you do, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this podcast. And John, shout outs to you, brother. Yes, we've all got hearts, big W's. Thanks, David. Thanks, Regal. Thanks for Hollow Attorney for being in chat. Thanks, Natalie. And we're just going to go ahead and close this out. We want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We do this for you. Remember, you can do it.
Don't give up.
Peace.